Welcome back inside the Centene Community Ice Center here as we get set for the start of the third period. The Lions are back skating right to left across your viewing device here in this third frame of regulation. Linesman Greg Ford is getting set to drop the puck over that St. Louis Blues logo at center. And you see that logo out there because Centene does also serve as the practice facility of the St. Louis Blues. Also, fans, the NCAA Midwest Regional will be hosted here March 29th and 31st. Be sure to get your tickets now as they are certainly going fast here for that upcoming regional. This one down in Skyhawks territory. They will send it across. That bounces over the stick blade of Mannion, and then he tumbles into the boards on the near side. Gagnon able to take the puck away for a moment. Lions can't work it towards the net, and it comes all the way across the ice for Joe Prouty. Prouty sends it down into the offensive zone. Gagnon into the near circle, a shot sticked aside by Fitzpatrick. Now bouncing puck behind the net, recollected here by the Lions. Gagnon has it back in the far corner. He is trapped along the far boards, and now trying to poke it free. He sends it up the far advertising for Southgate. Jake Southgate, rink wide now for Ronds. Near point, he sends it down low. Mercier trying to spin some pressure off his back in the corner. He escapes away from Mannion. He feeds it up the far glass for Southgate at the line. He turns it back down low into the corner. Mercier trying to exchange it off with Prouty. This hops out to center. Racing onto it comes Pineo. And Burnham well out of his net. He'll sweep it around the glass. Hastings with it far side. He shovels along for Galante. And Galante turns it over. And the Lions come out of their own zone with it. Price on the near side. He gets to the red line, then has to chip it in. Chapchin takes the feed from Hastings. He'll send it down into the corner. And this carousels all the way around where Price sweeps it up the far boards. Augie can't flip it out of his own zone as it's cut off by Hastings. Now Hastings receives some reinforcements onto that puck battle. He overskates it, and the Lions hand it for Anderson. He taps it along now for Sturzer. Big man in across the blue line, fires it wide to the referee. Now picked up by Dunn. He sends it back around the boards. Anderson sent into the glass in front of some young fans that are jumping up and down, trying to get the attention of the video board. This one comes off the boards all the way down, hits the outside of the goal, and that'll be an icing call here on Stonehill. And an opportunity for those younger fans to get on the screen here at the Centene Community Ice Center. So face-off coming up here to the blocker side of Gavin Fitzpatrick. Kuzma in to take it. And it looks like we're going to have to redo it here as the linesman will line up both combatants. Kuzma wins the second opportunity. Conquest couldn't collect it at the top of the near circle, and it slides all the way out for Yakimchuk. Now Prouty hands it off for Kuzma. He comes streaking into the offensive zone. A hard shot, gloved and held onto by Fitzpatrick. Oh, Kuzma got a lot on that. And Fitzpatrick just snared it with the leather. So another face-off to his blocker's side. It'll be the former New Jersey Titan, Jake LaRusso, on the draw here. Kuzma steps in. He won in that time. It trickles off a pair of skates and fired all the way around. Trifles off the far boards, hits the skates of Wilkie, stayed inside the offensive zone. The Lions were tagging up anyway. Now it trickles back to the LU line, recollected there by Prouty. And he has Trifles coming in on him. Prouty able to escape. Puck rolls off his stick, held in the zone by LaRusso. Now Trifles centers. Lions cut it off, and it comes to Drew Kuzma. He'll chip it ahead, and this sails past Jeffers. He waves off the icing call with some good skating there, and Wilkie in to help him out behind the net. Wilkie trying to punch it free. It comes away, led ahead by Tirtishny. And out of the zone, he sends it along for Ronayne. Shot stick out of play by Burnham into the netting. 16:57 left to go here in the third period. Well, fans, don't miss a minute of Lindenwood's NCAA Division I action by securing your seats to an upcoming Lindenwood athletic event today. For more information and to purchase tickets, stop by the Lindenwood box office at Scheidegger Center or visit luboxoffice.universitytickets.com. And right now, if you're looking to attend tomorrow's 2:10 p.m. game until 11:59 p.m. tonight, you can get a buy one, get one deal using promo code BOGO24. Lions have it inside the offensive zone. Schmiedlin a drive. Helmet save made by Fitzpatrick. The rebound pops back on. Now the Lions put it off the side of the cage, and it's into the skates of Allard. That one also might have popped off the Skyhawk defense. Here they come 3-on-2 out of their own zone. Katie down the right wing side. A shot. Pad save made by Burnham. And it skips across for Mercier. He quickly hands it forward for Allard. Now 4-on-2 back the other direction. Schmiedlin taps it along. A shot, and that goes wide. Anderson couldn't pick it up off the near glass. He is forced to retreat by Allen. And now Schmiedlin carries back in. Rimming around the advertising. This carousel's all the way for Dunn. Dunn with a tight angle drive. That hit a body in front of the net. And it's off a glove over to the far boards. Recollected by the big man, Cage Sturzer. He leaves it off inside the far corner. Lions flip it back up top for Dunn. A hard slap shot, and that sails over top of the goal. Anderson now centers. That couldn't be given to Ethan Zielke out in front. And here come the Skyhawks the other direction. Up the bench side, they turn it over inside the OU blue line. And the Lions can't hand the pass for Sturzer. Japchin with a rink-wide feed off the stick of Augie. Now given to Zielke. Zielke, Sturzer, and Augie head up the ice. Here comes Zielke down the far boards. Try to leave it off for Augie. That's recollected by Schwenninger. Held inside the zone by Dunn. Now given to Zielke. Near side. A pad save made by Fitzpatrick. Tiertishny sends it right back for Zielke. Now he tries to flip it across for Augie in front. That hop past him. 3-on-2 come the Skyhawks the other way. They get it for Schwenninger. That rolls away from him. Back behind the net. Grabbed onto by Yakimchuk. Former Drumheller Dragon. Now a Michigan attempt by Schwenninger. Shut down by Burnham. Tiertishny a shot. That goes through the goal crease wide. Lands in front of Gaudet. Schwenninger a one-timer. Deflected on the way through and a skate save made by Burnham. Out of their own zone come the Lindenwood Lions. Across the line, this will be dumped in by Prouty. And it's given to Tiertishny in the near corner. Tiertishny looking for Pineo. That sails past him. And the opposite, number 14, Colton Wilkie back for the icing call. Oh, Dean Schwenninger almost nearly had a highlight reel goal as he tried that Michigan attempt on Burnham, and the Lions netminder out of Eagle River, Alaska, was ready to get it with the right shoulder. David Gagnon in to take the draw here in the offensive zone. He wins it back for Rons. And now the Lions get it to him. Now centered for Gagnon. He can't get the shot away as it was blocked by a trio of purple sweaters. Gaudet pokes that away from Southgate. Up the far advertising. Can't be cleared past Gagnon. Now Fitzpatrick sweeps it all the way around the wall for Pineo. He lets it roll, and it's taken out of the zone by Hastings. Off the stick of Prouty. Bounces along for Gagnon. And the Lions look to turn up ice. Here comes David Gagnon to the near side. He is checked into the glass by Pineo. Tiertishny, rink-wide feed. Gaudet, right to Gagnon, who keeps it in. Now Gagnon runs into some traffic down in the far corner. Hastings, good play to get it through a trio of Lions out to center. And it's taken away by Price. Here they come back in, 4-on-2. Price across for a shot, or rather a pass across for Gagnon. He couldn't corral it. Glove down by Mercier. He walks out in front. Looking for the one-timer was Gagnon. That rolls past him. Lions get it back out at center. Price trying to walk around the Skyhawk line change. Shoots it in on Fitzpatrick, and that will be a whistle here with 13:22 left to go in the third period. So face-off coming up here to the glove side of Gavin Fitzpatrick, the former South Shore King of the USPHL. This one tied up at the dot. Finally taken away here by the Lions. They have it down low off the side of the net. Now swept wide just past the far post by Allard. Rolling puck comes into the skates of Schmiedlin. He tries to drop it all the way back for Prouty. That comes down to Burnham instead. Now Burnham pokes it along for Prouty. Joe Prouty with a rink-wide pass, carried out of Lindenwood territory by Yakimchuk. Here he comes, the captain into the near corner. Now it's centered in front, comes to Schreifels. He'll carry it away from the front of his own goal, and he gets tied up down low. Lions try to excavate it free. This can't be handed out to the far point for Anderson. And now it's sent across for Ronayne. Ronayne into the offensive zone. He sends it to the far side. A shot off the shoulder of Burnham. Now it's loose inside the goal crease and cleared away there by the Lions defense. Patrick Schmiedlin turns back inside his own end here as Rick Zombo makes some line changes. Schmiedlin leaves it off there for Zielke. One goal back in that second period on the power play. He sends it along. Now Anderson moves it cross ice for Dunn. Out to center for Zielke. He chips it forward. Augie trying to get it back for Zielke in front. And that is intercepted by Stonehill. Now a rink-wide feed, recollected by Anderson. He carries in. The St. Louis native feeds it in front, looking for Sturzer on the back door, and couldn't get it to him. Sturzer back to Dunn at the point. He sends it down low along the glass for Augie. Augie cut off there by Tripp, and the puck is taken away by the Skyhawks. The men in purple can't get it out of their own zone. Anderson's shot denied by Fitzpatrick. Augie on the rebound, back to the line for Dunn, and it goes off a body out of play. We get a new puck onto the ice with 11:45 to go here in the third period. Lions up 4-1 here in the hockey game. And as I said earlier, these two teams will be right back on the ice at 2 p.m., 2:10 p.m., I should say, Central Time. So that is 3:10 for those of you on the East Coast. Towering center, Drew Kuzma wins the draw back for Price. He scampers down the far boards. Price at the hash marks, now into the corner with it. He turns away from Tirtishny. Takes a bump there from the Skyhawk defender. Lions hold it in the offensive zone. Wilkie can't spin away for a shot. And now it rolls past Rons all the way down into the far corner. Rons for Wilkie on the near glass. Colton Wilkie back playing as a forward here recently for the Lions. We have seen him used interchangeably in his 2 seasons as a Lion. Also played some defense last year as he's really a utility man for Rick Zombo. He scored that game-tying goal against Wisconsin 2 weekends ago. He had been out of the lineup for the last couple weeks before that. Now the Lions get it in front. Yakimchuk, he scores! Aiden Yakimchuk, his second goal of the game. 10:57 to go in the third, and the Lions are up 5-1.
Ох, Сашечка, капитан.
Yakimchuk was all alone there in the slot, and the puck came right out to him. Not really much Fitzpatrick could do there.
Что ж такое-то?
As Yakimchuk collects his second, and him and Jeffers are both on hat-trick watch now. Schreifels carries it in off the face-off. He walks around Dunn and has the puck stripped away back behind the goal. Mannion at the near point comes down the glass. He runs into his teammate Henry Schreifels there, and it's held in by LaRusso. Now Anderson having some trouble picking it up off the Zamboni doors. He sends it back behind the goal, around into the corner for Dunn. He gets checked off the puck, and the Lions slip it ahead, not out of their own zone yet. Off a stick, it bounces to Burnham. He keeps the play moving as he sets it up for Anderson. Anderson behind his own net, along now for Southgate up the near wing. Now dropped off, intended for Gagnon. He's able to steal it away from some oncoming Skyhawks. Gagnon sends it back behind the goal, and now for Southgate. Southgate taking a tour of the offensive zone. He walks out to the blue line, tried to turn it on. That is intercepted and carried ahead. Southgate falls down at his own blue line. That will be a penalty coming up here against Stonehill with 10:01 to go in the third period, and a tripping call will be assessed. So referee Cam Fleming hands out a tripping call to Jake LaRusso here. And the Stonehill freshman will have a seat for 2 or less inside the sin bin. So the Lions with one power play goal here today. One power play goal here today. They win the face-off here to start this one. Played back to the point now for Price. Caleb Price sends it into the corner. And Mercier gives it back to him. They play pitch and catch up the near glass. Mercier with it in the circle. Back to the line for Price. Now sent across. And Zilke puts it down low. The Lions try to center it. It's intercepted by Stonehill, and they move it all the way down. Bouncing puck comes out in front of the goal. Burnham keeps that away from some oncoming men in purple. And now Zilke stabs it up the far boards. Good hand-eye coordination there to tip it across the blue line. The Lions are forced to retreat. And Price has it inside his own line. 9:22 left to go here in the third period. 1:19 of Lions power play time. They get back into the offensive zone. Sturzer over the near side for Price. With it up the line, he sends it down low. Now centered there for Sturzer. He is unable to take the shot. Now he does, and that will be another penalty on Stonehill as they get control of the puck. Hooking will be the call here, issued by Danny Bethman. And it appears that will go against Connor Ronayne. So the Lions with a 5-on-3 power play for the next minute as it continues to tick away. Yakimchuk has it at the near point. He sends it across. Now gets the pass back. Yakimchuk looking for the hat trick. Sends it down low. Jeffers across. They score! A power play goal for the Lions. They make it 6-1. 8:49 to go in the third. And it'll be David Gagnon who got the one-timer away on the back doorstep for another power play goal here for LU. Just some nice tic-tac-toe passing there. And it's back to a 5-on-4 power play now for 1:44. Gagnon unable to win the draw at center. Comes down into the near corner, and it's sent all the way down the ice by Karlstrom. Burnham leaves it off behind the goal for Yakimchuk. Getting Yakimchuk out to center with it. He drops it off at the red line for Gagnon. 1:24 power play time to work with. Lions get into the offensive zone behind the net. Picked up by Jeffers. Now around the boards for Gagnon. Down low in the corner. He comes out with it. Across for Jeffers, and the puck bounced on him before he could get a shot away. Schmiedlin exchanges the puck with Jeffers. He walks to the middle. Now gives it back for Schmiedlin in the circle. Schmiedlin to the line now for Jeffers at the near point. He sends it across. Yakimchuk into the corner. Gagnon with it. Stops at the top of the far circle. Now back for Yakimchuk near side. Down low. Centered. And a save made by Fitzpatrick as Augie just lost a handle on it in front. Oh, he is left looking to the skies. You can see his head tilt up and get a nice view of this silver ceiling here at Centene. As he knew he misfired that chance. Lions win the faceoff here. 51 seconds left to go in the power play. Price with it at the blue line. Sends it to the near side. Mercier's shot, and that's blocked on the way through by Japchin. Now out through center. Heath able to poke it in across the Lindenwood line. It's turned to the near glass, taken along by Sturzer. Gage Sturzer runs into an oncoming Skyhawk forward, and they send it back down into their own zone, and Japchin will kill some extra time here before firing it all the way down. Burnham out to play it behind the net. Schreifels was lurking near the blue paint, so he leaves it off for the defense. And the Lions will restart from their own end. Price up the far wing, carried into the offensive zone by Mercier. Japchin takes the puck away. He slams it up the far advertising. That's held in by Sturzer. Now comes loose to the middle for Hastings. And the power play time expires here for the Lions. Hastings in across the line. He leaves it off there for Ronayne. A shot. Glove saved by Burnham. Hit was loose, and he pounces on top of it. Oh, my. Restart your heart, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Lions fan, that'll bring us to the media timeout with that save. 6:54 to go. We'll take a quick break and bring you back in a moment here on the Lindenwood Sports Network.
Do you beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
Yes, we do, and the team has its work cut out for them. That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute. But these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Get the care you need at the time you want. Walk right in or save your place in line at mercy.net/STL SportsMed.
Welcome back inside the Centene Community Ice Center. Matt Kenyon here with you. We'll take you through the last 7 minutes of this hockey game here in regulation. And as the Lions are up 6-1 over top of the Stonehill College Skyhawks from southeastern Massachusetts. Lions win the faceoff in their own end. It's quickly flipped back to the blue line for Tertishny. Tertishny, a shot through traffic, doesn't make its way on net. Now he holds it in again at the blue line. No, they're going to say he was offside. So 6:45 to go here in the third period. Vaughn Upton will drop the puck right in front of our vantage point here at center ice. Over top of the penalty box side of the Centene Community Ice Center. Lions win it, and they send it across to Dunn inside their own zone. His pass up the ice deflected into the offensive end. Tertishny winds it around the boards, and this can't be poked past Anderson. Now the second attempt gets out off a glove. It lands in front of Wilkie. Wilkie inside his own blue line. He gets tied up for a moment. Conquest in to reinforce, and he takes the puck away. Now Adam Conquest along the near board, spins it back for Anderson. Fired across for Dunn, back again with it on the far glass. He'll lift it out through center off the body of Tertishny. It bounces into Stonehill territory. Now Alex Tertishny out of his own zone with it. The former AIC Yellow Jacket across the line. A shot by LaRusso and a shoulder save made by Burnham. He covers it up. Tertishny, as a sophomore, he would have been 1 year short of playing with Kyle Jeffers, who transferred to the Lions for his sophomore season out of AIC's program. Price sends it around the glass. Now the Lions give it to Sturzer here on the near side. He kicks it forward to himself, picks up speed through the neutral zone. Sturzer with a shot, and that is sticked by Karlstrom out of play. So the Lions will put a new unit onto the ice, and they will line up for the face-off here on the near side. Once again, fans, promo code BOGO24 when buying through the Lindenwood box office website, now through 11:59 p.m. tonight to get a buy one, get one ticket deal. Yakimchuk holds the Skyhawks off at the red line. Southgate intercepted there by Katie. Now it's taken into the zone further by Heath. He centers, and a blocker save by Burnham. Puck pops across to the far wing. This is moved past Yakimchuk. Heath in the circle, turns it over top of the goal. Now Mannion runs into the opposite number 8, Kyle Jeffers on the ice. This is stabbed back into the corner. Mannion has control, and he gets it around Yakimchuk. That scrum slowly moving up the near glass. Heath now turns it up the boards. It comes back to Mannion. His shot. Burnham made the save to knock it down. It comes back to the far point. Karlstrom with it. His shot again through traffic. Bounces off a body. It lands in front of Jeffers, and he'll take it ahead. Kyle Jeffers on hat trick watch along with Aiden Yakimchuk here late in this third period. Now it's centered. A shot there by Price. Kicked aside by Fitzpatrick. The rebound lifted over top of the goal. Rims past Anderson. Kabore Dunn all the way out. Now left off for Rons. Inside his own end. Lions finishing up a change. They hand it for Price. And he is able to work it out to center for Sturzer. Sturzer gives it to Augie. He can't make his way into the offensive zone. and it's flipped back by Schwenninger. Up the near boards comes Barker. He can't feed it past a couple of Lions there at the line. Rolling puck scooped up by Sturzer. He'll take it ahead and poke it towards the goal, and that is taken away in front by Barker. Just over 4 minutes to play. Barker's pass off a stick. Karam's all the way down to Anderson. He'll wind it off the near boards out of his own zone. And Japchin recollects. Now Japchin, his pass turned over. Sturzer couldn't grab a hold of it. As Schwenninger took it away. Now off a stick, it comes to Anderson. Jack Anderson takes a hit, sends it around the boards. Japchin cut off on the far side by a trio of Lions. Now it's held in the zone by Dunn. Dunn with a shot, hops off the body of Hastings in front. Hunter Hastings trying to twist his way out of his own zone. He does. And now carries through a couple Lions at the red line. Around Dunn, shoots it in. Save made by Burnham. Rebound cleared out. Tishney now with it. His rink-wide feed off a glove goes into the Lindenwood bench, out of play with 3:18 to go in the third period. 6-1 the score here for the Lindenwood Lions. A couple fans starting to trickle towards the exit with the final result, barring a really good comeback here, seemingly decided. Kuzma wins the face-off at the attacking blue line, and the Lions give it to Wilkie. Colton Wilkie in the offensive zone tries to spin it along for Kuzma, and that pass didn't connect, comes down into the corner, and Kuzma clears it away from Gaudet. Held in by Prouty. His pass goes back rink wide. Nobody home here on the near side. Yakimchuk comes over to it and leaves it down low for Kuzma. Now he turns it into the corner, tied up there by Tertishny along the glass, and he receives some help from Gaudet. Now Lions steal it away, side of the net. They poke it on. Fitzpatrick got a piece of it. And it comes out to the near point, held in by Wilkie. Bouncing puck, Wilkie trying to stab it away from Pineo. It bounces over to Tertishny. He'll take it ahead. Trying to walk around Prouty, left off in the skates of Hastings. Now grabbed onto. They give it to Hastings in the far circle. Tight angle shot, and a stick save made by Burnham. Wilkie recollects it for the Lions here on the near boards. He spins it off the advertising all the way down, and that will be an icing call here against Lindenwood with 2:22 to play in the third frame. So the Skyhawks will line up for the near side faceoff. Schreifels will take it for the men in purple. Lions win it inside their own zone. This is quickly sent around the glass and carried ahead out of the zone by Conquest. Wholesale change being made here by Lindenwood. Allows the Skyhawks to get to it inside their own end. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the third. This is scooped forward. Glove down by Rons. Now he lost control of it. Fired in on net. Tipped away by Schreifels there, as he redirected it the wrong direction. Now Zilke out of his own zone. 3-on-1 across the line. They flip it across, and the Lions overskate it. Rons at the blue line. Shoots it on. Blocker save by Fitzpatrick. Knocks it away, and it can't be cleared out. Left down low for Rons. He tries to hand it for Augie, and he gets to it in the circle. Across to the far point for Price. Caleb Price walks the blue line to the near side. His shot goes off a body in front and lands over in the far corner, and the Skyhawks scoop it out to center. A couple of big hits applied over on the far board. Schreifels turns it over. Here comes Sturzer back into the offensive end. Now Sturzer works himself to the middle. Zielke gets it loose in the circle across. One-timer, they score! Oh, what a play by Ethan Zielke to get it across. Fitzpatrick did all he could to try and get there for the save. And Aiden Yakimchuk, throw a hat if you got it. He's got the hat trick. He gets some extra hugs from his teammates here before the faceoff. There is one hat onto the ice here on the near side. The puck is in play. Referees are going to let it play out here as Danny Bethman will finally scoop it up. He was thinking about blowing the whistle there and then just decided to grab onto it. He'll skate with it here on the near side. Yakimchuk with the hat trick here. Now Jeffers trying to complete his. He gets the pass from Aiden Yakimchuk. Works it across. Now to the far point. A shot fired on. It's loose in front. And comes out on the far side. Another shot, and that hits off a body in front. Karam's 2 trip. And the Skyhawks will push it out of their own end. Up the near boards, Katie trying to get it past Yakimchuk. It comes into the middle for Heath, and that will be a penalty here on Stonehill with 31.5 to play. So Lindenwood will head to the power play here, up 7-1, late in the third period. And it looks like the Lions are getting the right personnel onto the ice as they send Southgate off. Jeffers is out here for the Lions. And we're going to have to redo the face-off as Gagnon won it. Clean back for Dunn. So Gagnon again here on the draw, wins it to Jeffers. He scoops it back for Dunn. Now gets the pass back. Kyle Jeffers for Dunn again. Dunn with a shot. Fitzpatrick the save. Rebound gobbled up by Gaudette. He turns it over to Jeffers in the corner. Jeffers up to the blue line for Dunn. Now Dunn trying to walk it along. He has the puck poked away. Gets it across for Jeffers, though, as he held it in. Jeffers a shot, saved by Fitzpatrick. And no rebound given up. That was the look the Lions wanted for Kyle Jeffers, trying to complete his hat trick. And with 8.3 to go here in the game, the Lions will just change up the defense. Gagnon wins the faceoff. Jeffers held up here on the near boards. Gagnon excavates it free. Now it comes back up top. Yakimchuk a drive. Pad saved by Fitzpatrick. And that will do it as the Lions open up this series with a 7-1 victory over the Stonehill Skyhawks. So they will come back and surround Trent Burnham.